Alright, what's going on, guys? It is your boy Havoc here. Welcome to yet another tutorial on the channel. I will be showing you guys how to make a banner for your YouTube channel using a free software known as Pixlr. Now, if this video does help you out, a like would be very much appreciated. Let's go for 200 likes on the video. And also, if you're new, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn your notifications on just to stay updated for future tutorials and just various videos on the channel. And with that being said, let's get straight into the tutorial. The first thing that you're going to want to do is click on the first link in the description, and that will take you to this page right here. Click on create a new image, and we're going to make the width 2560 and the height 1440, and we're going to click transparent. Click OK, and that will take you right here. Just as a helpful tip, just to start out, to zoom in and zoom out on this program, click and hold the Alt button and then scroll in and out on your mouse to zoom in and zoom out, and that'll be a helpful tip for later on in this tutorial. The next thing that you're going to want to do is click on the second link in the description. That will take you to this template right here, and this is basically a banner template. This shows you the parameters of what your banner will look like on different devices, TV, desktop, and mobile device. So the TV is the entire image, desktop is this lighter gray area right here, and then the darkest gray area right here is what your banner will look like on mobile devices. So this basically shows you where you want the majority of your information. You just right click, save image as, save it onto your desktop, and then go back to your file right here. Go to layer, open image as layer, and then click on your channel art template, which you downloaded, and there it is right there. And we can go ahead and move it up to where it's centered right here. The next thing that you're going to want to do is click on new layer right here and go to the drawing tool and make sure it's on rectangle, and we're going to make a rectangle on the top portion right here, and we're going to make another rectangle on this lower portion right here. So after you do that, now we want to try to find some professional fonts for your banner, because personally the default fonts on your computer don't look that professional. So the best website to find different fonts would be, I would suggest, thefont.com. Now this website has like thousands upon thousands of different texts, different categories, so you can choose based on what your preferences are. But I like Script, Brush, and my favorite font is Against. And so basically, when you find the font that you want to download, just click on download, and that will show up right here, show in folder. We're just going to go ahead and drag that on the desktop, right click, extract here, and that extracts it right into this file right here. Double click on that and click install. I've already installed it, so that's why I'm not going to do that. But that's basically the process every time you want to download a font. And it basically downloads onto your computer. That's really all you have to do. And basically all you have to do after that is just click on the text tool. Go ahead and click right here. And then go ahead and put in your YouTube name, because that's what we're going to put in the center. So I'm going to put the Havoc. And you can change it. And basically whatever font you downloaded, remember what name it is, because it'll be down here. And I download Against. Change the size to probably about as big as I can make it, 130, and then you can change it bold, italic, or bold/italic, whichever you really prefer. I prefer probably bold right here, and you can change the color. I'm going to change it to white, but you can change it to different colors, yellow, green, blue. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can kind of go ahead and change it right here and move this over here to change it yellow. But I really want it to be white. It looks a lot cleaner if it's just white. Click OK. Now, if you want to make your text look a lot more professional, then I would suggest go ahead and center it up right about there. And then you're going to right click on this layer right here, go to layer styles, and put up a drop shadow, and this makes your text look so much more professional. Click 100 opacity, 5 distance, and 5 size. Now this is probably the best combination for me for drop shadow, and then just click OK. So now that we have our YouTube name, so what you're going to want to do is go onto Google, type in Twitter logo PNG, and I've already downloaded these, so you're just going to go to view image, and then you can just drag this onto your desktop. So once you want to do it, you drag it onto your desktop. but since I already have them on my desktop, I'm not going to do that. So once you have the Twitter logo, and then you can also go to Instagram logo PNG, do the same thing. Once you have those, you can go to layer, open image as layer, and then we're going to do Twitter first. So we got our Twitter logo right here. It's way too big, so go to edit, free transform, and then make sure you hold on the shift button, because if you don't do that and you're trying to change the size, it won't change it according to what it was originally. Like, if that makes sense, like the parameters originally, it'll make it look really weird. So click and hold shift. As you can see, it transforms it pretty good right there. And we're gonna make it pretty much, I would say, about that size. And you can zoom in just to see how it looks. You want to move it over this line because you want to obviously make it to where it's inside this mobile line, because this is what your banner will look like on mobile device, this darker gray area. Because if you move it outside, people on mobile devices won't be able to see it. For me personally, it looks a lot crisper, it looks a lot more professional if every single font is the same color. So I'm going to change this to where it's white. So right click on layer 4, go to layer styles, go to inner glow, and then change it to 10 hardness and 100 size, change the color to white, click OK. And then we're going to also have a drop shadow, so 100 opacity, 5 distance. We're just going to make it the same thing as our other text, and there we go. It looks a lot more professional if it just all matches up, if that makes sense. So now we got the Twitter logo out of the way, we're going to go ahead and import our Instagram logo. So we got our Instagram logo right here. Go to view, or go to edit, free transform, do the same thing, make sure you're holding on shift. Personally, for me, I would definitely suggest for a font for your social medias would be Nexa Bold. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch that to Nexa Bold. I already have it downloaded, but you can search it up on defont.com, and then we're gonna put at the Havoc. Change the size to, I would say, about, want to make it a lot smaller than your username, so I would put it right about 30 or something, like right about there. Change the color to white, and then I'll do bold. I think bold italic looks pretty good right there. Click OK, and then right click on there, layer styles, drop shadow, 100 opacity, 5 distance, and 5 size. And that looks pretty good right there. And then we can actually duplicate the layer, move it over to here. I would say move it right about there, so the same distance from here to here as it is from here to here, so it looks all like kind of matched up. So you're gonna want to go to the text tool, click on this text right here, and just go ahead and delete the @ because you don't need an @ for Instagram, you need it for Twitter. Click OK. And then we're going to go ahead and move layer 5, which is our Instagram logo. We're going to scoot it over to where it's right up next to our username right there. So now we want to try to find our background image. Now personally, for me, I like looking at images of backgrounds, so ocean background, so you can Google different images. I really like this image, so view image, you can view the image, or you can go to the website. So for instance, here's the website that has that image, and it has different images. So whenever you want a certain image, you can right click, save image as, or you can drag and put it onto your desktop, whichever you like. So I've got ocean background right here. I would also suggest trying to find a texture. So if I'm going to use that ocean background, for instance, I really like this ocean texture. So same thing, go to image as, view image, and then you can go ahead and save image as, and that should save it to your desktop. Let's say you want to do something different, and let's say you want to do like a space station background, like something more unique if you want. Then you can do that. it's really up to your preference. Whatever you can really think of, you can use as your background. So once you have that decided, once you've saved that image, go to layer, open image as layer, and then we are going to I'm actually going to use the space one first, just to show you some different options. So I'm going to go ahead and go to edit, free transform. Make sure you hold down that shift button so that it's sizing it up the same proportions. And we're going to move this layer a little farther down, all the way below this layer 2, all the way below the black rectangle, so that it's down here. And then you can actually move this layer a little farther up, wherever you want it. And I would say it looks pretty dang cool right about there. I would say I would go back to Google, search in black circle fade PNG, go ahead and click on this one, and this is a good one. Just go ahead and drag it onto your desktop, go to layer, open image as layer, and then we can open this one as here, because personally, if you want to do this on this program, it just doesn't make the black fade circle big enough. So that's why I searched it up, but you can still do it if you want it to do it on this program. But I'm just going to scale this up to right about there, I would say. Go ahead and click yes. I'm going to scoot it to about right there. And we're going to go ahead and do that on the other side as well. So go to your layer, duplicate layer, and that will be right here. And obviously you can see this like distinct line right here, so make sure you're clicked on the layer. Go to layer, rotate layer 180 so that this dark line is on the other side so it's not visible, and you can move that just about right about there, I would say. So now that we have that, for me personally, I think that looks a lot better than without having these dark edges right here. But another added effect I would say would be go back to your layer 8 or whatever your background layer is, and just make sure you're on that layer. Go to layer, or actually go to adjustment, sorry, and then go to hue and saturation, colorize, and this basically means you can kind of colorize it to whatever you want. So before it looked like this, then you can colorize it and change like the saturation or change the lightness. So you can basically change whatever you want. The hue, I think the hue kind of changes the color. Yeah, it does. So hue changes the color. So if you want it to have it like kind of bluish, or let's say you want to have it like purple, so you can change the, just play around with it. You know, honestly, just play around with it. Now, as a suggestion though, if you want to just see how your banner might look if you have a different background image, you can go to image, or go to layer, open image as layer, go to let's say if you want to have it like an ocean background, go to open that up, go to free transform, and go ahead and shift, make sure you're holding on shift, and there it is right there. Click yes, and then you can move it to about, I would say it looks pretty good right about there. And then now that you have that out of the way, and you can kind of move this layer down below it just to see what one you like better. But now that you have that, you can go to adjustment, hue and saturation, and do the same thing as well. So you can change like the saturation just to see what one you like the best. I really like this one, but you might really like this one as well. So just play around with it. Once you figure out what you want, go to file, save, and then you're going to want to save it as I would save it as a PNG or a JPEG, preferably a JPEG, and then go all the way to 100 quality, obviously. Click OK, and then you want to change the name to maybe just banner. I'm just going to name it banner 123 because I probably have plenty of banners on here. And just go ahead and save it onto your desktop. Once that's saved, we can go to YouTube. So click on that's right here, click edit channel art, and then select a photo from your computer. Click on the banner right here, click open, and then click select. And once you select it, there it is right there. So it's all saved. It's on your YouTube channel. So that's basically how you do that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. I hope it helped you guys out. And with that being said, be sure to leave a like if it did help you out. And with that being said, be sure to join the Havoc Army as well. And I will see you guys in future uploads, hopefully. It's been your boy Havoc here, and I'm out. Peace.